I keep drinking it.
Before I go, get on some real yard shit. Coming on it like this.
No one girl can. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back once again with another video. So like in this video, I'll be talking about like the first time I got drunk in college, guys. So therefore, get you some food snacks, crackers, or drink, cause this part will be funny as hell. Like as much as I can remember, because like I remember something, so we just gonna get it popping. You feel me? So before I start the story, if you hear any noise in the background, it's just because my sister's here. So yep. So I remember it was a Thursday in October, I think. Yeah, October. Like then I had braids, just got to school, like you feel me? So it was a Thursday, so I'm in the Asian club, I'm the head chef, so therefore like every time we are meeting or fundraiser that everything has to do with cooking, like I'm supposed to do it. So yeah, basically. So then it started by like it started like we had a fundraiser. Like if you don't know what party code is, I'm gonna try and insert a picture to show you what I was making, and then to sell. We were basically selling that to the school. And so I started like preparing everything on Wednesday, and then the sale was gonna be on Thursday, where we cook, and then we actually cook it, like we prepare it on Wednesday and then we cook it on Thursday and sell it at the same time, because it's supposed to be hot. Like you're supposed to eat it hot. Like basically if it's cold, it's not good anymore, like to me at least. So we're doing that, like we're doing that. So then on Thursday I came, like I was prepared to just cooking stuff like that. My roommate came with me, and then she was helping, like we were cooking everything, and then boom, one of the boys from the club came in, and then mind you, like I've drank before, like my family knows that I drink because like I'm from Haiti. So basically, you know that in Haiti, like people, like you drink whenever you want to. The store right there, like can just go and buy it as long as you have money to pay them. They don't care. So yeah. So basically, since I was in Haiti, I've been drinking. Like I'm not gonna say I drink, because like once my parents, like they know that I drink, but they will give it to me, and then once they tell me to stop, I stop. But I don't drink beer. I hate it. So basically, whenever I drink with my parents, is basically barbecue, if you know, cremas, and then yeah, stuff like that, and then vodka. Basically, that's all I drink with my parents. I don't drink beer. They drink it. My sister drink it with them, but me, I don't like it. So therefore, my dad, I never drink beer, like basically, because I don't like it. That's the only thing I haven't drink with my parents. Basically, anything else they drink with me, like they will give it to me. But my dad will always say that know your limits when drinking. That's why he always let us drink with him, so that he always say that know your limit. Like whenever you tipsy, that's your limit to stop. That's what they say. You stop. Like you don't drink little bit. You stop. So then and then he came, the boy from the Asian club, he came, whatever, and then he came, and then everybody was high and stuff like that, because at this point we already started selling and stuff like that. So everybody was having fun. We were listening to music, we were having fun, chatting here and there. I was having fun. By this time my roommate is gone too. She left because she had to help one of her friends with his homework, so she's not there. So then we were and then he came, and then he was like, guess what I have? And then he opened his bag, he had vodka and rosé. So then everybody was like, whoa, everybody's like got me the cup. But at this point, like I'm their chef, so everybody like go and get some drink and stuff like that. So I was just still in the kitchen, like cooking it up, you know, I was chefing it up. So then So then I was just doing that. And then he was like, oh, why is everybody like just getting drinking and Graaly is not doing anything? And then he was like, okay, Graaly, I'ma give you some. And then I was like, okay, get me some. And he was like, which one do you want? Like, was there? And I was like, give me vodka, because that's what I love. That's my favorite drink, if you wanna know. Mango, pineapple, strawberry. Like, okay, that's too much now. So then I was like, okay, then just give me the vodka, because that's my favorite drink. Like, so he gave it to me, and then I was drinking, I was drinking it and stuff like that. And then at this point, I was drinking it, and at the same time, I was chefing it up. So then I keep drinking it, and at this point, I wasn't feeling tipsy or whatever. But at one point, I remember my cup was, every time my cup is empty, you just fill it up. Every time it's empty. Like, every time. At this point, I don't know how much I keep drinking, because I don't know when my cup is empty. I don't even know that. So then I keep drinking it, drinking it. And then at one point, my cup was really empty, and then it was empty, and then I remember I grabbed it to drink, and then I said that it's empty, and then he's not there. He went to go, because we were delivering it, like if someone called, we say that, and then they just give their dorm number, and then someone go and then give it to them, and then they pay by cash app or whatever the case is. So then I was like, okay then, so me. So I get up, take my cup, and then I went over there in the living room to fill my cup, and then I started rosé. I knew that he bought it, but at this point I forgot about the rosé. So then when I saw it, I already poured vodka in my cup. So then I saw the rosé. I'm like, I gotta taste, I gotta hit that too. You feel me? So I put the rosé back in my cup with the vodka in it. Like, if you know, black, like, rosé and vodka do not mix. They do not. Like, you better be fucked up. So then I was like, okay, I'm about to do this. You feel me? So then I went back in the kitchen, and I was drinking or whatever. I was still drinking. So then one of the girls from the Asian club, like she's the sweetest girl ever, and then she was like, Graaly, I want to, at this point, like, we're already done, we done selling, because we were gonna be done like at 10. So it's 10 now, we done selling 10 p.m, like we done selling everything and stuff like that. So we were just cooking for ourselves. Like, everybody that want parties, they just tell me what they want, because we got veggies, beef and chicken, and with the chicken, if you know about the curry, with the chicken, you gotta put some boiled eggs inside. So then, and then she was like, Graaly, I want my patties, because I'm about to leave. So I was like, which one do you want? And she was like, I want beef. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it for you. So I took a sip of my drink. I'm not done with it yet. The cup, like, every time they gave it to me, it wasn't full, but I filled it because I put both in it. So it was like almost full. So then I was drinking it, and then I was making a patty at the same time. So then I was like, okay, let me make the patty for her, because she's sweet and stuff like that. So then I took the dough and stuff like that, put it on the table, and then she wanted beef, and then I took the beef, and then I put it on the thing. I put it on the dough, like, and then I cover it, and then every, like, if there's leftover dough and want it, you're supposed to cut it. So that's why I fucked up. So, like, I'm tipsy at this point. I am tipsy, and I couldn't even see. Every time I be looking like this, I be like over the cloud and stuff like that. I be like, I don't know. You feel me? So I took the knife or whatever, and then I put my finger like that on the thing, and then I was supposed to cut around it, so I'm pressing on it so that I can cut around it, and then I ended up cutting 2 of my fingers, both of them. And then I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little awkward Yeah, I don't know. It's from the cut. I can still see it. So I cut both of my finger, and then blood was all over the party that I was making for her, not everything else. The party that I was making for her, blood was all over it, and then I remember I wasn't feeling anything. This one was cut like real bad. Even my 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 nose cut and everything was cut like. So then I was like, and then one of them, one of the guys from the Asian club came and he was like, and he put my fingers on the thing, and he was pouring water over it and stuff like that so that the blood can stop. So then the blood wasn't stopping. It was like, do you feel it? Do you feel it? And I was like, no, I only feel this one, and this one was only a little bit. So then it was like, why are you only feeling this one? This is the worst one. And it was like, oh, because you were drinking. That's like, and I was like, oh, I bet. And I know that this shit about to hurt like in a minute if I say like. So I was like, pass me my cup. That's why I fucked up. So then I took my cup and then I just chucked everything on it. I chucked everything on it, and then I just, and then before that, wait. Before that, I called my woman and I told her to come. I was like, we have drink now. Like, this shit is popping right now. Like, come. Like, whenever, like, the girl from the Asian club know her because she's always with me. And then she was on the step team at the time. So then the president of the Asian club is also the president of the, what's it called? It's also the president of the step team. So then they knew her, they let her in, like, you feel me? So I was like, come through. So she came or whatever. So I just gave her my cup. It's empty at this point. I gave it to her and I told her put both on it. I don't know what she put on it. I just gave it to her because I trusted her. So, but she didn't put anything on it. She did it actually. Now I remember. Like, this story is like almost like 2 months ago. So I gave it to her, but she didn't fill it up. She actually put some on it for herself, and then she drank it because I went back. So they came with me to the living room, and then they asked me what I want to eat or whatever the party. I was like, I want 3 parties, because I told my friend Sheila, y'all know Sheila, that I was gonna bring her some. So then I was like, okay, Sheila, and I was like 2 for me and then 1 for Sheila. So I was like, okay, this is what I want or whatever, and then they were making it for me, like, because they were making it for me. So then I told, I was sitting in the living room. They were fixing my fingers for me or whatever with the first aid kit, and then they finished it, and then I was like, this shit is starting to hurt now, so I don't understand. So I'm like, I need to drink some more. Because like, if y'all know me, I hate pain. Like, pain, I don't deal with that. Like, whenever I feel pain, I feel like I'm about to go crazy. I needed to stop ASAP. So then I was like, okay. So I grabbed me some vodka because it was sitting right there on the table. Got my cup from my roommate, and then I filled it up and I drink that shit. I kept drinking it, like, and then I started to feel tipsy, and I started laughing. I started going on. And if y'all know me, by this point I was just getting to know everybody. So then I kept calling, like, back in high school, I called all my friends my bitch. All my friends back in high school, that's how I call them. If I'm talking to them, I'm like, yo, bitch, what's up? So then I kept calling all of them my bitches. Like, basically, I kept saying bitch. So that's when they know, they go, Graaly's gone right now. They kept saying that. So then at one point, because I already told them my parties, right? What I want. And then out of the blue, I see that my roommate, but she was sitting right next to, I was sitting on the sofa and she was sitting on the chair next to the sofa. And then at one point I see that she was eating a party. So I was like, bitch, you eating my shit. So at this point, I'm gone. So I told her my party has already come, and then she's eating my shit. So I took it from her, and then that's when one of them be like, no, Graaly, they're doing your parties right now. I just threw it out. I was like, bitch, here. I was like, oh, that's not my hip. And then I threw it at her. She was shocked. I was so aggressive, guys. Oh my God. And then what's next? And then after that, I started going off on everybody. I wasn't, and then at one point, because I was moving so much, I kept laughing and stuff like that. I kept going off of everybody. One of my fingers that they had a bandage on, it started coming off, and then the guy that did this for me, his major is biology. So I was like, you wanna be a doctor and don't even know how to do this shit, man? So then it was like, Graaly, you have to calm down and stuff like that, because and it was like, because your dad is here, Graaly. He told me to act like my dad is here. Oh my God, like if y'all know me, whenever I'm doing something bad, like that is the worst person to tell me like he's here, like my dad is here and I'm drunk. What the fuck? My dad is here. So in my head, I'm feeling like my dad is here. So I'm like, my dad is here? And then I started crying. I was like, oh my God, my dad about to kill me, because he always tell me, drink with control. Like, if you tipsy, stop. I'm like, my dad is here in my head. I'm like, oh my God. And then I started crying, yo. Started crying, and then they started going off at him because he told me that my dad. They started going there. I was like, shut up, you know, Asian parents are there. Like, you know, we're not supposed to say. He's Asian too, so he should have known. But then he was just trying to make me calm down and stuff like that. That's the reason he said. But you know me, like, my dad is here and I'm fucking drunk out of my mind. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, my dad is here. I gotta calm down. So then they was like, okay, calm down, just calm down. So then I calm down for a second, and then I started going off. I went in the kitchen and started dabbing everybody up. I was like, yo, you shuffling it up. I was like, I teach you how to make that. Because to be honest with you, they didn't know. So I told them how to make it. Like, I'm their chef, baby. What you thought? So then I was like, okay, I told you I was dabbing everybody up. So now it's time to go. Got my parties from everybody. Like, I got my parties from the girls. I was like, thank you. And then I was like, and then they were like, okay, really be careful and stuff like that. So then I was so glad my roommate was there, because if my roommate was in there, I don't know how we make it back home, back to my dorm, because we were at the scene. Like, the school is like, this school is so fucking big, like, to be honest with you. So there's like, the village is where the upperclassmen live and stuff like that. That's where I was, and it's far away from the freshmen camp. Like, the freshmen have their own like complex, so it's far away. I live in complex. Yeah, I don't need to know that. So it's far away from where I live. So yeah. So then I was like, okay. So my roommate is there and stuff like that. So we are going home and stuff like that, and then on our way there, I started going off, just talking about everybody and stuff like that. I started talking about my crush. I was like, oh, you need to call him. And gosh, he had a girlfriend. So I was like, my friend, he needs to release that bitch. Oh my God, that was so bad. Like, I was going off. So then we went to Sheila's dorm, and then we entered Sheila's dorm, and Sheila was so cool. We went to her first, because we remember I had a party that I had to give to her. So then when we went to her comp, like, she was sitting in the common area with everybody on her floor. They were so friendly. They were so friendly and stuff like that. And then they were like, what? I was going off on them. I kept calling them. And then they were African. So 2 of them were African. And then I remember before that, we were at this thing that they were doing on campus. And then, you know, like, the African did that they were doing like this. So I was like, you need to show me how to do this. So then I kept doing it. You know, I was shocked. So then I told them, you need to teach me. And then they started teaching me. I started doing stupid shit. Like, yeah. No. So that was so embarrassing because I remember the next morning when I woke up, like I saw them and then they started laughing and I was like, damn. So then, and the next day I had to go to class. Sure, like I will go through this. So then I went so then I talked to I was talking to them and stuff like that, and then I was like, oh my, because I remember back when I was at the villages, I told my roommate, I took the bottle of vodka and I was like, take a picture with me. I want a picture because I want to remember this day. That was the first time. So I was like, I want to remember it, and she didn't do it. So I was like, why? Why, nigga? So I was like, now I remember when I was at Delcom. I was like, you stupid bitch. I started going off on her because I was so aggressive. I was like, you should have taken the picture when I told you to, damn it. I started going off on her for no freaking reason. So then I was like, and then at one point, one of them was like, oh, I got, and then one of them was like, let me take a picture for you. I started putting my legs up to take picture. Like, watch it stuff. Like, y'all already know. Watch it as fuck. So then, I was like, okay, let me, take the picture. I took picture, like, my legs in the air with the bottle. Yeah. Oh my God. So then, next. Right, so then I went to my dorm and stuff. At this point, I was just getting to. I knew my roommate, but like we weren't friendly as we are now. Like like it's a process, like to know people. Like you feel me? I gotta feel you first. You gotta feel me first. So as soon as I got to my room, like, and I've never done that in front of her before. I just take my pants and just pull it down right in front of her. I was like, I need to sleep. Get on the bed, then go to sleep until like 2 a.m. And it was 9. And I got a class at 9:30. So the next day I had to wake up early and go to class. So then I went to class. I'm gonna go over it, guys. I went to class. I wanted to lay down. Like that was the worst part ever. Like, if you don't drink during the week, I think don't drink at all, but I can't say you that because we're still doing it. So then I went to class the next day drunk, and then after that, like I went to class drunk, and then basically after that too, and on my way from class, I was going to get something to eat. And I remember seeing one of them, like, I remember seeing one of the guys from the Asian club, the one that was fixing my finger. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys the worst part. I punched him. I told him if he didn't fix my fingers right, like I'm missing part of the story, like, and I punched him. So now I remember because I had to say sorry to him. So while he was fixing my finger, because remember I told you the bandage was coming off. So then when he was fixing it, I was like, fix this shit right, because you're not bad. I was like, if you don't fix it right, I'm gonna punch you like this. And then I punched him, guys. I did. So then when I went back to class, I saw him, and then I was like, I'm sorry for punching you last night. Thank you for taking care of my fingers and stuff like that. It was like, you good. I had to text on the group chat too and say that I'm sorry for acting like a fool. And they were like, you good. And they were like, that was your first time. I was like, yeah, that was my first time getting choked. 18 years old in college. So then the moral of the story is, like, do not drink without limits. Like, now I drink and know my limits. Drink, but like once you're tipsy, girl, like stop. Like, that's the moral of the story. Like, drink, but once you get tipsy, stop. Or at least if you know you're gonna be drunk, make sure that your friends are not drinking too, because my roommate wasn't drinking, because she saw that I was up. So she was like, she make sure that your friends are not drinking, because then if your friend is drunk and you're drunk, baby, You might wake up the next day and see that you're in the hospital and don't even know you got there in the first place. So just don't do it. So that was, and I've never gotten after that day. I've never gotten drunk again to this point where I like acted like I would never have. Like those things that I tell you that I did about my crush and stuff like that, calling like his girlfriend a bitch. I'll never do that because I don't know the girl. Like it's just a stupid crush to me in my head. So don't, I mean don't drink. Don't get drunk. Like, at least don't get drunk. So that was the time when I got drunk. I was late or whatever.